Welcome to our tavern, one and all. We are the Hivemind Bards. Are you ready to hear a tale? Yes! A tale that has never been told before. Yes! A tale that perhaps may never be told again. Yes! Well, we have travelled for many miles to be here in this land, in your land, and we need your help to tell us about your land on this here map. But before we start, I could not share a tale with mere strangers. No, sharing tales is for brothers and for sisters. So on the count of 3, I want you to shout out your name. 1, 2, 3. You, madam. What was your name? Natalie. Oh, great gods. Oh, my goodness me, Strange. But this land, is it not called Natasia?
Natasia! The fine land of Natasia. We've heard its legend being sung up and down the whole world. Especially the legend of its capital city. Magnificent, sprawling, and known especially for one very unusual feature. That's why in the past we've been to lands with cities that floated in the air, that were underwater, that weren't made entirely of glass. But what's this city known for?
Cabbages.
Cabbages! It might be that. Anything else?
Underground labyrinth.
An underground labyrinth. It may have been that, yeah. Anyone else remember what this city's famous for?
Pegasus.
Pegasus. It's just there. Pegasus is there. It's the mascot. It is the mascot, yes. Anything else? Anyone remember what it is?
Pollution.
Just pollution. It's just very badly polluted. That might be it. What was that? What else was here at the front?
Nando's.
Nando's. Really strong Nando's. What's that?
Weird drunk travelling.
Weird drunk travelling. Well, that can't be known for that itself, can it? You have to come in. It wouldn't work at all. That suggestion was ridiculous. That's right. It could be all these things, but yes. This city is just very badly polluted. That's what I'm hearing from you. Yes, polluted, of course, thanks to its huge and out-of-control industry that's taken off, causing a dense cloud to cover the horizon and blotting out the sun completely. Yes, it is the city of smog. Smog.
But of course, the great land of Natasia is known not just for smog, no. There is a settlement, is there not? A settlement to the east. A proud settlement with proud traditions and customs, and a people that are very different to those of smog. Can anyone recall what I'm referring to? The settlement and what they are known for, their customs, their traditions. Where?
Lepers.
From the mind that brought you pollution comes lepers. I don't quite recall that being the case. Can anyone else remember of the customs of this beautiful settlement in the east?
Nature.
They only eat cheesecake.
Nature, and they only eat cheesecake.
You're all left-handed.
What's that now?
You're all left-handed.
They're all left-handed.
They don't wear clothes.
From the mind next to the one that brought you. What else? What other customs?
German.
They're German. From the mind that brought you. What else, everybody?
They like dancing.
They love dancing? These all could be the case, but of course, one of you had the correct answer. And it was, of course, that they only eat cheesecake. Of course, cheesecake being a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, nutritious, variable. It is the only source of nutrition for the great land of Bakos.
But a land is more than just its settlements and its people. Natasia is famed for its natural beauty. Why? To the east, there is a mighty forest called the Forest of Trees. And to the south, further than smog, there is an ocean that has no name at all. But to the west, there's a third such feature, and I cannot for the life of me recall it. Could someone remind us what that is?
A hillock.
A hillock. A hillock. What's special about this hillock?
It's full of bears.
It's full of bears. How could I forget? The hillock of bears is a hillock full of bears.
Hey, my brother, what is a hillock?
A hillock is, I believe, a small hill. If you start with a mountain,
Okay.
and you think that's too strong a suggestion,
Fine.
but you did not come here tonight just to hear us describe the land you've lived in all your lives. You came here to hear a story, did you not? Yes! Well, we know every tale that has ever been told. Why, I'll wager you could shout out any sequence of words even remotely resembling a title, and we could do that story for you. Why don't you put that to the test? Yeah, that's Giant. Giant. Ah, a tale from my boyhood.
Mirage eats penguins.
Mirage eats penguins. Mirage eats Anything else?
Polar bears.
Polar bears.
Brexit! Hey! You win the night.
Black hole cures climate change.
Black hole cures. What are we supposed to do with you, sir?
Anti-smog spell.
Anti-smog spell.
Very on the nose.
Smoggiest birthday ever.
Okay. We've had polar bears. Quite like.
What a lovely beer.
Have a lovely beer. Polar bears or have a lovely beer? Yes, let's put it to a cheer off. If you would like to hear polar bears, cheer now. A bit early there, sir. And if you would like to hear have a lovely beer, cheer now. Polar bears? Have a lovely beer. Have a lovely beer. There's not so many as know that tale, but we shall perform it for you tonight. Have a lovely beer begins in the capital city of Natasia, in Smog itself, outside the largest, most busy brewery. Have a lovely beer.
The scent of alcohol pervades the air.
Thick smog dances through the light.
A beggar crawls through the puddles outside the brewery.
Young beggar man, are you all right? Do I look all right to you? Oh, sir, what fate has befallen you? Of course, I can't find the pockets on this. There you go.
I used to work here. I used to work at this brewery, I did. Making the finest beers in the land.
Sire, this brewery hasn't been open for 5 years. Ever since the Grand Brewery to the south opened up, there's been no independent breweries in this town.
Yes, that's right, I was the last. And I was put out of business by the honey brew.
The honey brew.
A vile beverage. Too sweet, too sickly, and above all, instantly intoxicating to all that drink it.
Sire, tell me, do you have a name?
My name, Dolph.
That'd be a fine name for an
fine
independent
name.
distiller.
You're probably thinking to yourself, Dolph, that's only the name that an aristocrat would have.
What?
So magnificent and proud that it is. And you'd be right. Once I was rich. Once I had the world at my feet. And now look at me, begging outside my own brewery.
Oh, you're right. Dolph Brewery, I know that name.
Yeah, it's there in the building. They don't have it. Huge.
That's right. I could barely see it for the smoke.
You can't read any more, for the Honey Brew Brewery has been pumping out vile smoke into the atmosphere for 5 years now. That's why I've got my hacking cough.
Sire, I can't offer you much, but I can offer you what little work I have. You see, I work in the dairy, manufacturing the cream cheese for the settlement of Bakos to the east. I can't offer you a job in the dairy, But if you help me, you can crumble some of the biscuits up, and I'll give you twopence a week.
You must be Lactoff.
I am.
Oh God, the legends of Lactoff have reached even my humble ears. You offer me a job.
So I'd do anything for a poor beggar man who kept my family and independently brewed beer for many a decade.
You're the first person to show me kindness in 5 years, Lactoff. My life is in your hands.
Come with me, sir.
The Honeybrook Bakery and Brewery has never been better. Sales are up, competition is down, and I surround the main brewery chamber with crates and crates of beer. I pump smog into the atmosphere that people may only see the color yellow when they look into my beverages. Tomolia?
Yes, Lord Sweites.
Tomolia, how many beverages have you brought into my room today?
3 kegs worth, Lord Sweites.
And Tomolia, how many have I asked you to bring?
3 dozen, Lord Sweites.
Now do the math, Tomolia. How many kegs do you have left to bring?
Lord Sweites, forgive me, I never learned my letters or numbers.
And why is that, Tomolia? What were you busy doing?
Well, you pulled me out of the academy when you adopted me, Lord Sweites. Not that I'm ungrateful, Lord Sweites.
Not at all. I love this story. Tell it, would you?
Very well. Come sit on my lap, Lord Sweites. Are you feeling sleepy? Would you like your bedtime story? Well, Lord Sweites, it started when I was very young, even younger than I am now. My family.
Tomolia, very quickly, how old are you?
I'm, let's say, 18 years old. I'm not expecting anything to happen later, but it's just going to make things more confusing.
I don't remember that part of the story.
Lord Sweites.
Anyway, as you were.
As you know, I was the son of a noble house, a great house, a brewery house like your own. Well, after my parents died in that mysterious fire.
Yes, did you ever see your father's body, very quickly?
No, we never found it. We saw a man in cloak fleeing the scene. My father would never wear a cloak.
Ah, yes. That's how you knew it wasn't him.
He was more of a hat man.
So there you are, all alone.
And you took me in, Lord Sweites, which was so kind of you.
And?
Me and my enormous fortune.
It was kind of me, and?
And thank you.
And?
And bless you, sir.
And?
You, and then?
Tomolia, I tire of this. I have 33 more crates to go. Go.
Lord Sweites, what should I say to the man outside?
You shall say, Lord Sweites, hippie!
Dolph, come in. Sit down. Oh,
The home isn't much, but it's something.
Oh, Dolph, get some food down you.
I will.
Oh, you must meet my niece. You simply must. Mascarpone!
You've been bringing in strays again?
You'll never believe who this is. You remember your first beer as a wee 11-year-old?
Yeah, I do. It's more palatable than water.
And do you remember who made that beer?
Wasn't it? Didn't they have that slogan? A Dolph, it'll hit the spot.
That's right. It was very to the point. Well, you won't believe, Mascarpone, who this is. Mascarpone, I want you to meet Master Brewer Dolph himself.
Master Brewer? Oh, it's an honour to have you in our humble home, sir.
No need to bow. I know there is a convention with breweries around here, but really. Well, still, no need to do that. Not the man I was, I'm just a humble beggarman now. No one should bow to me anymore.
Mama, have you met Mr. Dolph?
What?
Mama! Have you met Mr. Dolph?
Dolph? It is I.
Dolph.
Much wizened, much aged. The man himself.
Sweet Dolph. I myself have not aged a day. It is I, Madeline.
Madeline.
What?
I mean, Madeline, I've never met anyone called Madeline. Have you? We've never met before, have we, Madeline? What a wonderful new meeting this is! What a lovely new meeting. What a pleasure it is to meet you for the very first time. Madeline. Yeah.
Are you still speaking?
Why don't you take a lie down? You look very flustered all of a sudden.
Well, we have a guest in our house. I should make stew again. Please throw this away and make it fresh.
Mama, you go make fresh stew. You go make yourself useful. I'm sorry about that, Dolph. She can be a bit funny around strangers.
Yeah, I am a stranger to her, that's correct.
So what brings you to our house, Mr. Dolph?
Why, the kindness of your uncle. Brings you to my house. He took pity on me, saw me begging outside my old brewery, covered in smog, covered in that thick purple smoke that envelopes our town.
The smog is everywhere.
It really is. I don't know why we named our city after it, really. It seems distasteful, but there we go.
Young Dolph, our dairy struggles. The smoke makes the mascarpone and the cheeses grow dark and sullen. Just look upon his face.
It is. It is indeed sooty and disgusting. But at least you must be in good business. The good people of Bakos always love a cheesecake.
No.
They depend on it.
The honey brewers are not just brewers, but bakers now.
What?
They're taking all of our trade to the Bakos lands.
They can't. First they shut down the breweries, then they shut down the bakers, and no, they can't allow this.
They can do what they want, they're too powerful.
The most we can do, Dolph, is have you crush some biscuits and just do as much as we can. Mascarpone, will you show him our way? How we manufacture the finest cheesecakes in all the land before we're forced to close.
But manufacturing the finest cheesecakes isn't enough. We need to dream bigger, Uncle. Come on, we can't let those honey brewers just walk all over us.
We need somebody who fought the honeydewers before. Somebody wizened and old. If only somebody could have stumbled into our life recently.
Yes. Someone washed up, past their prime, but nonetheless still of some use to the plot.
Of course! Madeline's perfect for the job.
Madeline!
She can go.
She is old and wizened.
Did someone say Madeline?
I do so detest the marketplace.
Cheesecakes. Get your cheesecakes.
But I suppose I must get my exercise somehow. Don't touch me! Thank you! All these people, dirty, slovenly, smog-like. I will have to have Tomolia prepare an extra deep bath when I go back.
Cheesecakes. Get your cheesecakes.
Of course.
Apples. Just joking, they're cheesecakes.
Of course, with Bakos being the only town to export to smog, it's just cheesecake most of the time. The same faces every
Oh. It's you.
I'm sorry? Do I know you?
Oh, you know me, Sweites. You know me very well. Though my face may be covered in lines and a fine layer of soot since we last met.
Well, yes.
What if I were to do this?
I'd say you're just smearing the soot all over your because that would sit on your hands. So when you
That was an oversight.
How is it that I know you anyway? You look raggedy, you look poor, you look down on your luck. Perhaps I can take a few moments and illuminate your life.
Illuminate your life, my life? You've done nothing but cast the city into shadow with your factories that pump out purple smoke all the time.
Yes, purple smoke. And
so thick, so deadly. You're killing off the young people, the old people. Don't you ever take a look in the mirror and think you're disgusting?
well, you see, I already know which mirror to look into. I can afford so many. Is there a point to this, sir? How is it that I know you?
Sweets, my name is Dolph, and once I was the finest artisanal brewer in this whole city.
Can it be? Dolph? Where have you been for 5 years?
Begging in a puddle. I was too weak to even crawl out of the puddle.
Good. That is the most you ever deserved. Artisanal beer? What even is that?
I'll have you know it's very in fashion right now. We offered a range of IPAs in our small microbrewery.
Dolph, I am surprised to see you. That you crawled out of your niche market. That I undercut with mass production and poor labor. Welcome to the new smog. Under my rule, under my boot, under my tankard, and under my thumb. Have you come to conflict with me, or have you come to join me? Have you come to perhaps pick up an apron and scrub my dishes? Join my factory line and tow my party line. I ran out of...
I would sooner die than join you, Sweets.
Would you?
Don't test me on that one.
You've caused me a great amount of pain, Dolph, and now I find you here in the market.
Selling cheesecake, this honourable tradesman. Won't you even allow me to do that?
Well, perhaps I'll pose you this choice. See what you're made of. I will stop all the pollution for one day, and the people will have hope again. But in return, you must work for my factory for the rest of your life.
No! That's a terrible idea.
Sales dwindle again.
Where is Mr. Dolph? He hasn't come back yet.
Stop.
I'm getting worried.
Last I saw, he was messing around with Grandma again. Two people who don't know each other all that well, they spend a lot of time together.
I would rather not think about that. I would rather think about how he went to the market selling our cheesecakes and hasn't come back. Are you sure he's really Mr. Dolph? Maybe he was just some random beggar and he's run off on our goodwill.
Oh, mascarpone, covered in soot or not, I'd recognise those fine locks from anywhere. That's Master Dolph, all right. Shame as your mascarpone laptop. Mascarpone, what shall we do?
We can't go on like this, even with Mr. Dolph's help. We're what, 2 weeks from closure? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. I'm Tomolia.
Tomahuho?
Tomolino.
Tomolino?
The son of Dolph.
Son of Dolph?
Once.
Perhaps you think we'd welcome a honey brewer in here?
Oh, you're right. No, you're right, I should leave.
At least say where you came here from so we can spit it in your face.
Well, Lord Sweites tasked me with bringing 3 dozen barrels, but we didn't buy enough barrels. And I thought, because brewers have barrels, and
of course, cheese is made in barrels.
Either way, why should we help you? You're running us out of business.
Oh, I said, no, you're right. I really should leave. Whatever you were doing was much more important.
Oh, now I feel mean. Come on, come in. We're humble folk, but what we have we share. Etc.
Sit down, Tomolia, sit down. On the floor is fine. On the
No,
floor is
it's
fine
fine.
for a honeydew.
I'm not even sure we have chairs anymore. I think they're just piles of smog.
I think my family used to own this house.
Family?
We had a lot of houses.
Oh, look at you. How many? 3? 4?
Well, three dozen. That's a very common number.
Tomolia, tell me what happened to your family.
Sit down on my lap. They all died in a fire. My father used to talk about you, Toff,
Your father?
and you, Mascarpone.
Who did you say your father was?
His name was Dolph, but no one's seen him for 5 years on account of him being dead. And the pain of us being reunited now would break my young and tender heart. For if he was secretly alive and rooting around in puddles, it would always be worse.
That'll break his heart. I don't want him crying and messing
On the other hand, if I had my father back, I wouldn't have to work for Lord Sweites anymore.
We wouldn't have to work for Lord Sweites anymore.
Lord Sweites will be down to help her. We'd have a chance.
We might know how to beat him. I don't care if it breaks the boy's heart.
Just excellent news, Tetramino.
That's my favorite kind of news.
Tomolia, come sit on my lap.
I guess that's okay.
What if I told you? What if I told you Dolph was alive?
It would break my heart. Why are you making me ponder this hypothetical? You know how much pain it causes me.
What if it wasn't hypothetical?
Well, you asking that, I still have to imagine it as a hypothetical, so...
It would break your heart.
Meanwhile, in the hillock of bears.
There's too many of them! Sandros! Where are you? Sandros!
What's going on?
Bears!
Andros, you could have seen this one coming.
And now back to your regularly scheduled story. Tomolia, help me get dressed. Tomolia. Tomolia.
I've been practicing parkour. Yes, Lord Sweites. Forgive me, Lord Sweites, I'm in a very silly mood today.
What on earth is the matter with you, boy? Something's happened. I want to know what.
Oh, no, Lord Sweites, nothing at all. Nothing at all, Lord Sweites. You're meeting with the council today, are you not, Lord
Yes,
Sweites?
I am. I have a very important thing to discuss. And I want to look my best. Thank you, Tomolia. That will be all. Ah, wait, before you go. What if I told you that the smog might come to an end?
But in exchange, I have to work for you for the rest of my life. Because I'm already doing that.
No. Come on. What if I told you that the smog would come to an end? Would the town like that?
As long as I can remember, the smog's been out there. sun. I don't remember looking up at the stars. I don't even remember there are stars to look up at. I'm just saying words. Lord Sweites,
I remember the sun. There is a tall tower in the center of my abode, where we are. And were we to climb the ladder up to the attic, we would be above the smog, where I would spend many hours as a boy. It was beautiful. Until it was blinding. Until that day, since that day, I vowed I would block out the sun. And if I could do that while undercutting artisanal businesses, all the power to me. No, I'm going to the council for an event which will shape this city to its core. I want to bring the bears here.
Okay. Well, in that case, my lord, the man who's been waiting outside since pretty much the start, he might be useful to you.
And who is that man?
He wouldn't give his name. He gave me his card.
Oh.
Every time we walked past him in the scenes between that scene and this one, he just kind of gave me a look. He was being kept waiting for several days.
Well, come in.
Yes.
Is this your card?
That'll be my card, sweet.
Great. Who are you?
My name is Lactoff.
Oh, it's you!
Sorry.
Now, are you Lactoff of House Resistoff or House Intolerant?
I'm in a Lactoff of House Intolerant. And my brother, he makes cheesecakes.
Very well.
I'm sick of him making cheesecakes. That cheesecake factory was meant to be mine.
All right. And what would you have me do about it?
Oh, yeah, you're in the cheesecake business too.
Yes, the cheap, mass-produced cheesecake business.
I would have your help in shutting my twin brother's business down.
Okay.
But Lord Lactoff, surely my Lord Sweites would be keen to hear how this will help him with his plan to bring all the bears from the hill against the sun.
Wait a second.
Perhaps I'm not public knowledge.
Well, perhaps I was hasty in picking that plan.
No, I think it was a good plan.
I don't think it was the best plan. Well, I don't love that plan. It's just, I don't see how that plan really fits in with my look. I think I just said it because it would be a spectacle.
You don't understand, sir. There's nothing the Hillock Bears love more than artisanal crafted beers. And I hear there are still some in the city that linger. You helped me shut down the cheesecake factories. And I know two people, bear wranglers, Andros and Sandros, who can get the bears here to this city. And you'll be done with those independent, artisanal, honey-scented, fine-crafted beers, once and for all.
Okay, now I'm confused.
To my very gracious hosts, you have been so kind, lifting me out of that puddle I was in, and helping me to see the sun again. Metaphorically, if not literally. How does it sound? You can stop winking now, we're alone.
I didn't hear a word you just said, but it was beautiful. Like you are beautiful.
Thank you, Madeline. Ever since I first laid eyes on you 20 years ago.
Flashback, flashback, flashback.
Yes, this will be the site of my first brewery. It will be magnificent. It will be called Dolph Brew. What?
And I haven't aged a day.
You really haven't aged a day. What's your secret?
My secret is I don't have one.
Madeline, I want you to hand this letter to your dear great niece and nephew. I'm not sure how you fit into the family, actually. The point is, I need you to send this letter. Wait, I need to finish it first. By the time you read this, I will be gone. I have realized that I must at least try to solve the terrible crisis that has gripped Smog. And if I don't succeed, at least I will die trying. At least I will die an honorable man. At least I will die knowing that I tried to do best by my wife and son, who both tragically died in a fire 5 years ago. All I saw from that fire was a small child running away in a cloak. That can't have been my son. Because he's not really a cloak person. Anyway, the point is, I am going to go and find the legendary hop, the one hop to unite this land and bring peace and prosperity to all of us. The hop that they made the very first beer with. It's called the Lindy Hop. No one knows exactly where the Lindy Hop is. But the tales they tell is that the person who found the Lindy Hop left one surviving specimen guarded underneath the hillock of bears. And I will be the first to go there.
Well, there was those two adventurers, Sandros and Andros, the bear wranglers.
Of course. I could enlist them to my cause. But they would listen to me. No, but they would listen to you. You're the fairest woman in all the land.
Very well.
Wait, that letter's for your family. I'll write a separate letter later. I'll give that one to Andros and Sandros.
I'll deliver this letter to Andros and Sandros.
No, that's for your family.
I'll deliver this letter to my family.
But also, you must only deliver that tomorrow when I will be gone.
Tomorrow?
And it'll be too late for them to chase me.
I'll deliver this to your family tomorrow.
I don't have a family. My family died in a tragic fire.
I'll deliver this to my family tomorrow. And this unrelated letter that's going to Lord Sweites.
No, that's nothing to do with me.
I'm just getting my own personal errand straight in my...
No, that's fine, yeah. If that's on your to-do list as well, it's fine.
Convene! Here in the forest of trees, the Council of Elves must convene about all of the developments happening in Smog, Bakos, the Nameless Ocean, the Hillock of Bears.
Hail the trees!
Hail the trees!
Hail the trees! Now, I was hoping we could all have a chat about what we think is going on. I'm just curious, we've all heard the events,
Ah yes, by my divine intuition I
Yes.
see everything.
Good.
Oh, hi, elf. Ganadorn.
Thank you.
Can I just thank you for arranging this?
Yeah.
We just don't catch up often.
Hail the trees!
Well,
It's a delightful.
well, we are a high council. We convene when we must. So if we could get to
Once
business.
every 100 years we convene.
Yes.
It's
Every
been
100
too
years,
long.
yes.
No, it's been 100 years.
Yes.
Great, she's very good. I was hopeful we could just, really hash out what's going on in Smog, so we're all clear.
I think we should get down to business.
So do I. Excellent suggestion. Get down to business.
Suggestion, get down to
Ganadorn,
business.
I think we should get down to business.
Yes, and I concur. It's clarity that I'm after, and I'm hopeful this group can supply it.
Ah, clarity.
Hail clarity!
Clarity!
Gravity!
Okay. I'm hopeful we can begin. Can we begin, please? Yes. So, of course, we have. What's the name of that? The Dolph, isn't it? What do we know about Dolph? What does Dolph want? Yes.
Dolph.
I know nothing about Dolph. I have no insight.
Oh,
I can't tell you what's going on with Dolph.
I have insight
perfect.
as to what is currently happening inside the Hill of Bears.
Yes, please. Tell me what's happening.
Let me conjure up a vision from my pipe.
Yes, Andros and Sandros are engaging in quite a violent and ecologically unfriendly act of bear genocide.
And what do we know about Andros and Sandros? Who are they?
Bear wranglers. I thought that was obvious.
Okay.
That's the full extent of their characterization.
The ancient and mighty guild of bear wranglers dates back 1100 years.
Ah.
But we haven't got time to go into that.
Got it.
You know, now that I think of it, one of those bears that Andros just shot actually looked a lot like a human man. I hope he's all right.
Well,
It looked like Lactoff. You know Lactoff.
I know Lactoff,
yes.
yes.
Well, what do we know about Lactoff? How does Lactoff fit into all this?
Good beer.
Did you say root beer?
Good.
Good beer.
Yes. I only drink from independent suppliers. Black Dolph is the best.
Lactoff is the best independent suppliers. Understood. So we have Andros and Sandros killing bears.
All you need to know, Galador, is that great and powerful forces are fermenting deep beneath the earth. And soon they will bubble and rise to the surface and usher in a new golden era for this land.
Are you just making beer puns?
There's a great new hop in this land.
May I point out this council only has 12 minutes remaining.
Great. Let's all go around the circle and say one thing that we know is going to happen. I'll start. They'll find the hop.
I haven't been paying attention.
A young girl will join Dolph on his adventure to the bears.
She'll be very pretty.
What will come to pass must come to pass.
Master Pony, have you seen your master Dolph?
No. Wait, on the table.
Open it, girl.
2 shirts, 3. It's a lot of expedition, Uncle.
It is.
But what we can really gain is that Mr. Dolph has left to go find Andros and Sandros, the bear hunters.
Oh, thank goodness I did deliver the correct letter to Lord Sweites and the other correct letter to this house.
What were you delivering to Lord Sweites?
A letter.
Oh, I'm sorry I asked.
Where is Dolph? You must tell me.
He's gone to the Hillock of Bears.
The Hillock of Bears?
But that's suicide. Those bears will rip him to shreds.
Not if Andros and Sandros save him.
That's true.
You can't do it alone. Master Pony, I'll run the factory. Run. Find Dolph. He's the only one who can save our cheesecake factory.
But what about my dad?
There's no time to worry about that. Find Dolph. Bring him here. Save my dairy.
I think that's the last of them, brother. And you?
Yes.
How did you get in here? Brother, go clean up those bears. I need to talk to this one alone.
Okay, we'll do. We'll do.
No, go that way. Go. You gotta go that way.
I'll go this
What?
way.
How
Yeah.
did you get that? You just took his cloak. I'm so sorry.
I'm going this way. Bye bye. I'm going off this way, Sandros. See you later.
Bye.
Hello.
You shouldn't be here. The Hillock of Bears is a dangerous place.
Not anymore, by the looks of things. Seem to have slain all the bears in a gratuitous act of violence.
Maybe we're dangerous.
In many
We
ways.
just killed a fuck ton of bears.
I assume you did this for the same reason that I did.
State your business.
I'm here in search of the great hop that grows beneath this hill. The Lindy Hop.
What do you know of the Lindy Hop?
It says the beer brewed from the Lindy Hop would be so potent, so intoxicating, that it would erase the sins of a land torn asunder.
Aye, it's so. But the Lindy Hop is a weapon too potent to be used. My brother and I traveled here to destroy it.
Destroy it? No, you can't. It is an ancient artifact found by the first brewer. A man by the name also of Dolph. He was my great-great-great-grandfather.
You are he. You are the descendant of Dolph.
I am. I share his name, for I am also Dolph. No need to kneel, really.
No, I'm just
very outdated.
I'm just exhausted. I just fought like 50 bears.
Yes, it is I, although I am the last of my name, for my son tragically died in a fire.
I'm incapable of empathy. The Lindy Hop is yours by right. It's under this rock.
Wow. Thanks, by the way, for saving me all the effort of questing. You really did all the legwork here.
Yeah.
I'm just claiming the glory.
Honestly, it was actually a really interesting story. We went on a really interesting whole quest thing in the background. Probably much more interesting than whatever you were doing. You should have seen it.
Well, I never will. But I have this Lindy Hop, and with it I will brew the finest beer that this land of Natasia has ever seen. Some would even call it a lovely beer.
And my brother and I will come with you. Isn't that right?
Yes!
Mr. Dolph? Andros? Sandros? Followed the map, but I have no idea if this is the Hilliger Bears at all. Anyone? Fetch! Well, I guess I can eat tonight. Parkour!
You're welcome. I just scared away the bears. With my parkour.
You'll find I did that.
You shouldn't be here.
And what are you doing
I
here?
followed you.
Tell me I shouldn't...
You told me that Dolph was my father, and I sort of just suppressed reacting to that emotionally. I wanted to tell you that I want to meet my father. I want to know what I thought you would lead me to him if I followed you.
You're right, I am looking for your father. Get up. But I'm lost, and now you're lost, and I just thrown away the map.
Oh, hold on. I know those mountains and those hills. And at the very center, the least impressive location to go to.
The hillock.
The hillocks.
I don't know a lot about geography.
Well, yes, but there's no time to explain.
Well, let's go find your father, and then maybe my uncle will let me see mine.
Dolph!
Mr.
Father!
Dolph! Mr. Dolph!
Lost. What's that sound I hear?
Lord Dolph! Father!
Mr. Dolph! It's Mascarpone, please!
God, I've been wandering so long, I must be going mad. It's like I can hear my own son's head. My own son's voice in my head. Just can't ignore it. It must be the insane delusions of a hermit. Do my eyes deceive me?
Father!
No. This must be the insane hallucination of a man gone mad from wandering too long. Maybe this Lindy Hop is more powerful than I realized.
Father, it's me! It's Tomolia.
Tomolia, you haven't aged a day. Don't understand. What are you doing here? In this cave system that we're in?
He followed me. I came to find you. After you left that letter.
Like you died in a fire?
No, my hat fell off, so I put on clothes to cover my face. I saw a man wearing a... this whole thing's been established. Oh, you were in the... Oh. Right, I get it.
This was never my favourite cloak.
Father, where have you been for 5 years? I've had to work for Lord Sweites. He's ruined the city. You were gone. What was it all for?
What was it all for? I was doing anything but working for Lord Sweites. How could I work for that man? That terrible man. That terrible symbol of corporate greed. No matter. No matter. For look, see here, son, see what I have done. For this family and for this land. I have found the Lindy Hop. The one hop that can unite us again, with a brew so intoxicating, so magical, that it will right all the wrongs of the past. Wipe away the smog.
Lord Sweites won't stand a chance.
He won't.
We've got to get back to the city at once.
Why is the marketplace so empty anyway?
Apples, apples. Just kidding, it's me, Tomolia.
Who have you been, Tomolia? Or is it Tomolia?
I think it might be Tomahawk. Based on what people are called, I don't know.
I see you brought friends. Who do you have?
You've returned.
Lactoff, Lord Sweites. This is Madeline, and this is my father, Lord Dolph.
That's right, I'm a lord.
Sorry, you're not Madeline, you're
This is mascarpone, is it?
Never met!
Hi.
No! I despise you, and we're here to bring your downfall!
Well,
Lord
currently
Sweites.
you're here to interrupt my cardio, so you better make it quick.
Lord Sweites, I challenge you to try this beverage.
And what's in it for me?
Offer him a choice. He loves those.
Yes, Lord Sweites, I'll offer you a choice. I intend to duel you on this here marketplace. You can either choose a battle of craft beer, where the winner will be decided by a vote of critical opinion, who's the finest beer, or it can be a duel of swords.
Well, one fits the story and one's a spectacle. If only the 60-odd voices in my head could measure and tell me which to choose. Oh, that's right. When they all speak at the same time, I can't make out which is which. If only that voice in my head, that specific voice in my head, could make a choice between swords or beer. No, the voice in front of that voice in my head could make a specific choice just in one word.
She's waving a beer around.
All right, I'll duel you with beer tankers. I will, I guess, drink it first. Is that?
Yes. We'll both drink one of our own beers. And then we'll see who becomes the better swordsman as a result.
Wait, what was in it for me?
What's in it for you is your honor. If I lose, if I die here, you can have this city. It's all yours.
No, but I've got this city. No, I've clearly made a mistake. I've drunk the beer, I'm committed, but I should I regret this already. Alright, well, Fab? You won't beat me like I beat this city!
We shall help him! Cheating!
How are you doing this? How are you doing this?
I am a Dolph, and the brewers are a fine line of swordsmen.
Well, I'm the best brewer! I undercut you all! Now I'll overcut you! No! Oh.
I'm sorry I had to come to this, Sweites. Once you were a good man. Once you were my apprentice. The relationship had not previously established. But I didn't want to do this to you.
The sun.
Yes, stabbing you has made the pollution immediately end. It's so...
I can breathe.
Look! The
We can all
cheese
breathe again.
is so creamy and white!
Pollution's just lifting off from the ground. Wait, what's that big orange thing in the sky? It hurts to look at.
That's a Pegasus. Come fly home and take its rightful place in this city. You know, this city used to be famous for having a huge Pegasus roaming around. It's true.
Why don't you tell us all about it over a lovely beer?
Let's have a lovely beer.
A lovely beer! And you just watched a lovely beer!
Thanks so much for coming today. If you enjoyed the show tonight, please tell your friends, please tell your family, please tell your enemies. Look us up online. We also do private shows and corporate training, so look us up and drop us a line if you want to find out more. Thank you very much. We've been Hivemind.
I'm going back. So hard.
Oh yeah,